Mick. Hello.
Yeah.
And he's given us a question. And the question was,
Yes.
Why do you do these videos? Indeed. Why? Well, look, it began some time ago, and it was a way that the other people who had studied and come up here, etc., could stay in the loop with all these fabulous discoveries we were making. And then it kind of got like, I liked having my opinion out there in the zeitgeist. You know, fuck it. And of course, in saying the stuff, it's like it always opens up a new avenue of inquiry or understanding. Like sometimes I listen to it back as I'm editing. I'm going, did I say that? Fucking yeah, right. So, I mean, the feedback's been, you know, it invokes people to inquiry. It brings them back to practice because, you know, sometimes they have got out of practice and they see you again or they hear something, and, it, you know, it reignites their own experience with essence. And, I don't know, I like
the
it.
information. I like the information as well. Like I'll go over the videos to re-experience the transmission as well as a good reminder. And I like that aspect to it as well. It's like it kind of it's a good reminder. So plus I learn a lot from you, and I learn a lot from on the fly.
I learn a lot from everybody, mate. I'm always like, I'm often surprised. Yes, people are always surprising me. Mm-hmm. Anyway, speaking of people always surprising me, even when people come here, even when they experience the work, even when they ask me to, you know, intervene in things on their behalf, etc. Somehow when they walk out and they think that they can take half my shit with them, that I'm not going to notice, or I'm not going to have any retaliation, or I'm just going to sit up and shut up. No. And don't be surprised with a no.
Yeah. But it's really unfortunate that we kind of live in a reality where cut and paste is sort of a real common thing, isn't it? Like really just...
See, it's indicative of the inorganic Annunaki. They're so consumer-based. They don't give a fuck. They want quality, but quantity will do. It's like more. They're gluttonous. And they're the one-click culture. They're this... It's like they don't have the depth.
No, I know. But it's also really destructive of the original as well. It just sort of...
Covetous. That's a fucking... If we want to do the listing, you know how we did the listing of the handler, the listing of the Annunaki, first and foremost, covet. Covet is more than envy or jealousy. Coveting wants to destroy the original. Anyway.
No. Yeah, no,
So the other thing with the cutting and pasting is that anyone who does any kind of graphics will tell you, you've got to get all the layers. And when they cut and paste, they often don't get enough of layers. So they get this sort of half-assed thing, and then whatever's fucking... they get this half-assed thing that just really... It's nothing like the original. Now, while I get that they want to emulate the experience they had for others, fucking A, that's noble, I get it.
Yeah.
Then at least let them know where you first had the experience. Credit me, credit the school, credit my lineage, because no good can come of it if you don't.
You're saying that inbuilt into the work is really integrity and how you utilise it. Kind of...
Well, if you don't have integrity, you can't get into essence. I mean, you felt it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's sort of an inbuilt fail-safe, for starters.
Yeah.
And secondly, you know, going to essence is a sacred experience, but it's also, if the person just thinks it's a few words and a projection and heavy breathing and lots of goddess light sisters, and I think you know who I mean.
I have a few ideas, yes, I do.
Then what I've seen happen is they can activate curses, kill shots, consequences. I mean, it's
not one fat mess.
Yes, right. And then, what I know, this happened quite recently. I had someone come, they're fucked up, and I went to Essence, and I said, well, how did you get this experience? And then they told me where they'd learnt it, and I was like, and of course, a whole chain of events had been set off. I mean, my other personal favourite is when they do that shit and they come to me to clear the mud that they've created. Yeah.
That's very Annunaki as well, wouldn't you say?
Annunaki, the sweet little princes and princesses. It's been a while since we've actually used the term Annunaki.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
So, in my cosmology, the Annunaki pretty much have a monopoly on the life force and consciousness that's running this show. Mm-hmm. Not always are we in awareness, conscious consent, but there are many ways that we've given unconscious consent. And there are many ways that we've been looped in and whatever the fuck there, that we are now, involved, shall we say, or at effect of. And this particular reality or experience is pretty much has been their playground for a while. And I think that's what, everyone really talks about with the apocalypse, the Great Awakening, is that people just understand that, shit, have I got a say in this? With me again, things are just becoming a little bit apparent and questions are being asked. And, they're trying to breed an intelligent society. Well, intelligence will inevitably ask questions. And then when the questions will only fill a certain amount, only consciousness. Only consciousness can, rock your world.
Mm-hmm. We can't go really deeper than that, can you? You can't get to the core of something without it, I reckon.
Well, at everything of the core, or at the core of everything, is consciousness. Mm. I mean, there might be some life force in there, some creative power, but in order for it to be assembled and given form, it must have a blueprint, so to speak. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting.